Hey there! Let me tell you about an incredible day in the life of Gary, a very special sea creature known as Glaucus atlanticus, or as some call him, the blue sea slug. But don't let the word slug fool you. Gary is one of the most fascinating creatures you'll ever meet. As the sun rises over the Pacific Ocean, Gary floats upside down near the surface, his beautiful blue and silver body gleaming in the morning light. He's not your ordinary sea creature. He's a tiny but mighty hunter, no bigger than your thumb. Gary's day starts with a gentle ocean breeze carrying him across the waves. You see, he doesn't actually swim. He's more like a tiny surfer, letting the currents take him on adventures. His flat body and air bubble in his stomach help him stay afloat perfectly. But wait, what's that in the distance? Gary spots something dangerous yet delicious, a Portuguese man-o'-war. Now, most sea creatures would flee from this venomous jellyfish-like creature, but not our brave Gary. You won't believe this, but Gary actually eats these dangerous animals. Using his special finger-like appendages, Gary carefully approaches the man-o'-war. Here comes the really cool part. He not only eats it, but he can actually store its stinging cells in his own body to use for protection later. Talk about recycling. As the afternoon approaches, Gary encounters some of his blue sea slug friends. They drift together, creating a mesmerizing display of blue and silver against the ocean waves. Some humans on a nearby boat spot them and are amazed by their ethereal beauty. But life isn't always easy for our little friend. Suddenly, a shadow looms overhead. It's a sea turtle. Gary needs to be careful because despite his stored stinging cells, he's still quite small and vulnerable. He quickly releases some of his stored stinging cells as a defense mechanism, and the turtle decides to look elsewhere for lunch. As the sun begins to set, Gary finds a quiet spot near some floating seaweed. He's had quite an adventurous day, hunting dangerous prey, making new friends, and avoiding becoming someone else's dinner. Here's something amazing about Gary and his species. They can live up to a year, floating across all the world's oceans, adding splashes of beauty wherever they go. They might be small, but they're living proof that some of the most incredible things come in tiny packages. And as the stars begin to twinkle above the waves, Gary drifts peacefully, ready for another day of adventures tomorrow. Who knew that such a small creature could lead such an exciting life? Just remember, next time you're at the beach, look carefully at the waves. You might just spot a magical blue sea slug like Gary, floating by on its own amazing adventure.